Welcome everyone, I'm Depressed Dior, and this is Genius Sappheiros. It's been a while. I've been letting my backlog catch up while I deal with other things like school and new releases. But currently my internet is down, so I've been grinding off screen and learning new skills, and there's a lot of stuff I gotta go over. So let's get started. First things first, new skills. Also, you notice that my party's different. You also notice that everyone's a lot higher level now. I've gotten pretty much everyone caught up level-wise. Satori's the highest level at 31, simply because I always have her out to learn skills. Right moves 28. Byakuren is 25. She's probably the furthest behind. Yeah, even Aya is higher level. So Byakuren's a bit behind, but there's also well, there's no but we also got a bunch of new skills and new items. So let's go over new skills first. Start with Satori. First things first, we learned Semi-Dare Slash from the, I think they're lesser demons or something, that were in the sunflower field. It's a physical attack, hits 2 to 4 times. I went ahead and swapped it in so I can use it against Yukuris. And then, let's see, what else do we learn? Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. Face Smash. Face Smash is a widespread heavy attack that inflicts daze. I learned this from the elephant. It's kind of difficult to learn because you have to let it charge up its attack, and then it'll use it, and it does a lot of damage. So you gotta first get hit by it, learn it, and survive long enough to win the battle. Power Clash is the last skill I learned from the sunflower field. It was from a angelic monster called Power. It's a physical attack, does a lot of damage. It was kind of hard to learn, mainly because it was really hard to get the encounter that has power. And all the encounters I fought that had power in it also had the lesser demon, so you had to fight both the big monsters at the same time. Nose Fencing. Nose Fencing you also learn from the elephant. It's a piercing attack, reduces defense. Not as hard to learn as the Face Smash. Alright, keep going. Energy Hand. I was actually kind of shocked I learned this. Energy Hand is a physical mystic attack, which is kind of odd. Single target, and you learn it from Yukuris. You can only learn it from Yukuris, and I managed to learn it simply because the way I was learning skills through the sunflower fields, I kept running away until I got the encounter I want, or I got a Yukuri. And one of the Yukuri fights, I actually got hit with the Energy Hand and learned it right off the bat. So, awesome. Poison Hand. Poison Hand you learn from the Earth... well, it's just called Earth, I believe. But it's a big Earth Elemental that knows a bunch of Earth spells. I learned Earthquake from it a while back. Poison Hand is just a physical Earth attack that does poison. I learned Petrification Breath from the... what are those things called? Cockatrice. So this will be useful for later. It's just Earth Elements, physical attack, does petrify. Poison Breath, since Satori is now level 30, I was able to learn this skill finally. You can learn this from the Basilisk in the Sunflower Field, but I don't advise it because they're a pain in the butt. Because apparently their physical attack can cause instant death as well. So I would suggest if you want to learn Poison Breath, learn it from the Netherworld against those toads, because the toads do a lot less damage. And that's everything from her. Alright, Reimu. What do we got for Reimu? Oh, there's some new... well, these are new attacks, but these are from skills, so I'm not going to worry about that. I think there's nothing... well, there's... I think... yeah, Sealing Needle is I think the only new one. Sealing Needle. Faster and stronger than Amulets, medium plus damage, and it apparently is single target. Alright, and I think that's it. I might have learned another Fantasy Seal. Yeah, I think I learned Fantasy Seal Concentrate, but that's about it. Nidori. Nidori learned Optical Camouflage just recently. It's a self-target buff. Nullifies up to 2 attacks. Can be useful if you just need her to absorb some hits. Marissa. She's got a few new physical attacks due to growth, but I'll show those off later. I think the only new spell I learned was Absolute Zero, which I learned recently. It's a single target high damage ice spell, which has a cooldown. So it's very expensive compared to the other spell. It costs 15 as opposed to, 2 or 3. So I won't be using it anytime soon, unless except for particular boss fights. Oops. Sene. Sene learned... Oh, okay, she learned Omikuji Miracle. It's a bomb attack, or bomb spell that revives a dead ally. It can be useful. Note, if you run out of lives and you're in, if the character lost all their lives, they can't be resurrected that way. Rainbow Serpent is a stronger version of Sky Serpent. It does wide pierce, medium damage, and that's about it. I think that's all she's learned. I might have learned another AoE buff. Probably, maybe Wind of Protection, I don't remember. It's been a while. Byakuran learned a lot of new spells. Elemental Weapon adds an element to a physical attack. This is extremely, extremely good for certain boss fights. Sacred Barrier raises light and dark resistance by 1 stage. It's multi-target. Okay, that could be useful for certain fights. Elemental Shield increases... increases fire, water, earth, or electric resistance by 2 stages, single target. Haste increases speed, and perfect resist. Pretty much she learned all her single target buffs, which are really good. They're a lot stronger than Sene's group buffs. Other than that, nothing else to show. Alright, Aya. Is there really anything I need to show for Aya? Honestly, no, but I think... Okay, I think we learned an AoE invasion buff, and I think that's about it. The rest of this stuff is because she's using a spear. Or lance, if you prefer that. Nothing from Moko, I don't believe. Sakya. Jack the Ripper. She might have learned Soul Sculpture, which is just a high damage attack, single target, and it drains life. I think that's it. Alright, Patchouli. I don't think there's anything for Patchouli. No. Alice. Don't believe there's anything for Alice. Yomu. She might have learned a new defense slash, I think, but I can't remember, and honestly, it's not that important. So that's all the skills, and let's see. Oh yeah, we got tons of equipment we gotta go over. Alright, equipment. Shrine Charm. Any permanent effect will occasionally be prevented. I honestly don't remember where I found a lot of these items. It was all from the Sunflower Field, I can tell you that much though. Boulder Amulets. Any variety will occasionally be prevented. And what else do we learn? Oh yeah, over here... Rabbit's Paw. This I got... I don't even know what I got it from, like, I got it just recently, but it was just... I was just, mindlessly grinding, and I happened to get this. Rabbit's Paw. Party experience plus 1%. Entire party just gets more experience. It's not that special, I just equipped it just because. And... weapon-wise... I think there was another weapon we learned. Or got, sorry. Oh yeah, I think it was the Slaughterer. Oh yeah, Spear soaked in deadly poison, effective venom, nulls poison, poison damage plus 25%. I got this from those groups of those mass zombie groups that were in the place where we fought Kamachi. Unfortunately, I got this after I've already beaten the Sunflower Field, so it's not much of an upgrade, but it does have a bunch of stuff for poison, so that's kind of nice. Alright. Anything else? Well, yes, there's a lot of other things. Let's go in here. Alright, these are the things I decided to actually take a look at some of the stuff that I had, like some of the generic stuff, and some of this generic stuff is ridiculously strong. Like, I believe this is the stuff that got unlocked for killing 10,000 yokai. And here it is, Mikazuchi's armor. 140 physical defense, 6 M defense, 8 resistance. Requires steel, 3 steel, and an electric crystal. I just recently made this. The way I got the crystal was I used tools, and I took electric shards that are random drops in from chest. I just got my 4th one recently, and I made an electric crystal, and I crafted the armor. I also had I had 6 earth crystals, so I made 6 earth shards, and I made an earth crystal, and used that to also build the Mononushi's armor, which is the same armor, but it blocks all earth attacks. Same requirement, except it uses an earth crystal. So it also has 140 physical defense, which is ridiculously strong. So I made those. As far as other armor, I went ahead and made the Sacred Shrine Maiden clothes for Raimo, just because it gives it has really high resistance, gives +1 bombs, +1 lives, and it just requires, donation box and steel. Weapon-wise, I went ahead and made the Devil Destroying Gohei, which is a Raimo-specific weapon. Has OK attack, M attack, resistance, and increases damage with Spirit Sign and Amulet attacks, and gives Exorcism 35. Exorcism is a thing that allows you to pierce through magic barriers, which magic barriers allows you to evade magic, I believe. So it can be somewhat useful, because bosses usually have a little bit of magic barrier, though it's hardly noticeable. Also for Marissa, I made the Sorcerer's Broom, which is a Marissa-specific weapon. Gives you +2 bombs and doubles your MP regain. Now, MP regain ×2 is useless unless you have something that gives back MP, which the broom growth tree does, which I'll show off later. Anything else I made? Oh, there is one armor I made. I think I already made it a while back, but I'll show it anyway. Shoei Tengu dress, Aya-specific armor. Practically makes you immune to stun, but gives you +1 bombs. I did it for the +1 bombs, so I can do more commander bombs. Accessories, I was looking through the accessories, and there's like a bazillion good accessories, but I haven't decided to make any just yet. Like things like this, like Cute Soul gives you +3 bombs. That's pretty awesome. And there's things like magic damage reduction 30. Of course, this requires things that I don't even have access to, like Orichalcum and Diamonds. But these are pretty powerful accessories. I might consider making some of them, like status resistance ones, but I'll deal with that later. Shields. Shield-wise, the Platinum Shield and the Ruby Shield are both really good shields. 134 physical defense with 31 evasion, 60 M defense, and 35 resistance. It good against physical attacks and has a chance of stopping even magic attacks, and all it takes is 2 pretty mirrors to make, which is a bargain. Platinum Shield is just a weaker form of the same shield, and it only requires 1 pretty mirror. I went ahead and made this simply because you can't make 2 of the same item, and got those equipped. Alright, equipment. Well, growth. Growth-wise, I've been putting my points into Third Eye and any extra into Dex. Dex is just to get induction up. Third Eye is to get more MP, and so forth. So now Satori's MP is a little bit more reasonable, but her spells are still ridiculously expensive. Reimu, I put her spare points into Strength and Gohei, which is her specific weapon. So now she recovers 1 MP per turn. She also gets a little bit extra stats, and that's about it. She does learn some other physical attacks, but I don't care about those. Nidori, I've been putting her spare points into Strength. I've maxed out Equipment Enhance and Research, so she has extra attack and bonus to Chasers, though I haven't really been using her Chasers much. Marissa, I put all her spare points into Broom. Her physical attack lets her regain MP. She gets a bunch of extra stats just like the Gohei does, and she now recovers 1 MP per turn as well, which is now going to be 2 MP per turn because she has the Broom's ability gives ×2 extra MP restore. Sune, I've put some points into Snake just to increase your stats a bit, and then the rest into Dex to increase Induction, because Induction affects buffs as well. Byakuran, I went ahead and maxed out support magic, and that's about it. Aya, doesn't matter. Moko, I just been gradually increasing Imperishable Knight again. Not a big deal. So right now she has really high fire resist, and she recovers life if it's a fire element. Sakuya, I just recently increased time stop to Empowered Knives 3, which gives you plus 45 attack, and then the rest go into strength. Patchouli, goes into Int and One Weak Girl. One Weak Girl is just so she can get more, well, just raw stats, really. So, no big deal there. Alice, spare points have been going to Vitality. I've maxed out Craft and Manipulation. Yomu, spare points have been going to Strength. Eventually I'll max out Asura. And that's it. Alright, equipment-wise, not much changed here. Reimu's now wearing her specific armor and her specific weapon. Nettery is using an ancient sword. I think she's still using the same armor. Thunder King armor. Marissa's using her Sorceress Broom. Sene, she was using... I was equipped with the Gamer Fan trying to get, what do you call it? Trying to get, elemental shards for more of those, awesome armor. So I'm just gonna give her the Python. Gaia Shield. Don't exactly want the Gaia Shield. Here, you can have Daki Makura. Earth Snake armor, just some minor defense. Blessed armor, Byakuran's not equipped with that. And she's equipped with the Rabbit's Paw. I'm not too worried about her other accessories. Aya doesn't matter as long as she has the Shoei Tengu Grass, actually. Give her the Gamer Fan. Moko is equipped with the Dragon Slayer. I went and gave her the Platinum Shield, which gives her 88 physical defense, you know, that shield I made, the lesser of the two. She's also equipped with Beast Mail, which I don't think it's any change from before. Sakuya is now one of the highest physical defense characters because I gave her the Mona Nushi's armor. I went and gave the Viking Shield to her. I pretty much just shuffled some of the old items to the other physical attackers I had in the group. So yeah, Mona Nushi armor. She's now practically immune to Earth, and she's really, really tanky. Patchouli, no change. Alice, she's equipped with the Ruby Shield, which is 134 physical defense, which I believe that was the better armor. I went ahead and moved the aluminum armor to her, so her physical defense isn't as high, but I mean her physical defense is always high, even without the armor. Yomu is equipped with the Mikazuchi's armor, so she has 140 defense. She's now has the highest physical defense in the group, which is pretty awesome. And that's about it. Alright, so that was a lot of reviewing, I apologize. Now, I kind of wish I can look up the wiki right now, but my internet's down, so I have to hopefully guess correctly about how to form these parties. So let's do this. Alright. I believe the left, group A, I think, is all physical. So we're gonna make an all physical group. I'm gonna go with, Moko, Sakuya, Nettery. Actually, take out Nettery. Yomu. Anyone else? Gotta make sure we have at least some tanks. Byakuran, Satori, and we're gonna go with Aya. Alright, for the other group, it's gonna be Alice, Nettery, Reimu. I don't want a Marissa. That's okay, we'll go with Patchouli instead. Sune, and Marissa. Where's my formation. I'm still using this. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough. You select to switch between parties. Let's hope we pick the right one. Blood slimes have a very annoying ability that does, I think they have like a mass acid attack, and they also have a really nasty digest ability. Luna virus does debuffs, bamboo monster can buff themselves. Pretty standard stuff. It's death. And it just, yeah. Whoa. That thing just healed itself a bunch. Alright. Let's try this again. Let's use flame. Well, not flame. Yeah, I think I got the wrong party. I think I need magic for this. Yeah, it's definitely feeling like I need the magic group on this side. Alright, well, let's see if we can finish this battle. If not... Acid Storm. You can, I believe you can learn Acid Storm, which is kind of nice. Okay. So yeah, we need to switch the parties. Alright, let's see if we can, what we can do. It'll be Alice, Reimu, Nidori, Jolie, Sunny, and we'll go ahead and use Marissa. I don't really want Marissa as a commander, but that's gonna I kind of don't have room, and I kind of want to at least have a tank. So Marissa, then for you, Moko, Sakia, Yomu, Byakuya, and Satori Aya. Let's try this again. So that's weird. The first group, it ends up being in the B group, which is kind of wrong, but okay. Alright, well, formation should be the same. Yes, it's still the same. Okay. And spell-wise, let's swap some stuff around. We don't want... anything I really need to add? Silence Lean, I guess. We'll have all the elements. Alright, and my frame rate's going a little wonky. There we go. Let's go in this room. This is a teleporter. There's going to be a checkpoint for both sides. Alright, let's try this again. Actually, well, yeah, let's go ahead and keep going. Why not? Alright, Hakurei Amulet. Yeah, this freaking... yeah, this is a lot better. But yeah, those things, those little bamboo stalks have an ability to buff all their stats, and it does quite a bit. Anyway, my frame rate's just going awful. Come on. Okay, give me one moment. Okay. Let's continue for a bit longer. Oh, chest. Bamboo. Note you can't change your equipment while you're down here, so keep that in mind, I guess. This. Alright, we got Inabas, which are bunny girls apparently. there's the lunar virus again. Lunar viruses should be a very vulnerable to fire, so we'll make use of that. Yeah. Shadow boom. Yeah, a lot better. Pretty mirror. Hidden chest over here. I guess. Yeah, there's just this path here. If you follow it, it takes you to the chest. Bracelet of Insight. Like I said, you can't access equipment here, but I can look it up here. So, Bracelet of Insight, M attack plus 20. Pretty good. Nothing over here. Say hi to the bunnies. Alright. Fragile. That's a debuff. Destruction. Commander bombs. Increased damage, nullifies mystic element. Okay. Let's do a fire chaser and summer flame. Easy enough. Alright. Got these little side paths. Don't think there's anything over here. Oh, wonderful, these guys. Alright. Fantasy Amulet. Fire Chaser. Summer Flame. Defend. Yeah, pretty easy. It's hard if you don't know which direction which sort of setup you're supposed to go for. Like if I did this with the other group that was all physical, this would have been hell. Oh yeah, patch away level, but that's not important. Just some extra stats. No new skills. Okay, chest over here. An eyeball, that's a material for Satori. And we got Iron Mouse, which I don't remember anything about. I think it has high defense. We'll see. No. I believe Gnaw can lower your physical defense. Instant death? How'd you do instant death? Yeah, higher physical defense. I really wished I had took a look at those armors back when I first played this game. This having 150 defense armors is a huge boost. What was I about to look? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I can't look it up. Oh well. I wanted to see why Alice is able to do instant death. I think it's because of her golden matok, but oh, there you go. I can look it up this way. Golden aspect. Okay, yeah, it has this effective death. Alright. We're just gonna attack normally. Wow, a tank with instant death. That's pretty good. It's a good combo. I think by this time I was actually using Alice's specific weapon, which isn't really good for fighting at all. It's good for tanking, that's about it. Magic metal. Probably a waste of MP, but that's not a big deal. I'm more than likely going to have to take trips outside to get healed up and stuff. Okay, can't get there. Nothing there. More bamboo stock. Wow, you can physically attack these. How's Patroli doing? Yeah. I remember these guys being immune to Holy when I originally went through this level. I don't know why, but it made things a lot harder. Alright, what do we get? Spear Mastery. Well, we can take a look through here. Reduces stab damage by 50%. Snakeskin. Oh, ran into something I didn't see. Oh, okay, Gnaw causes blindness. So yeah, Sine's snake weapon is practically a whip, which isn't bad. Oh, these are the things I was worried about, the broom gods. These are the things that are immune to Holy, because they're golems. And they're not fun. Slashing it does... They are vulnerable to slashing weapons, thankfully. But they have decent evasion. But it looks like we killed them. I think originally I had... what the problem was is when I fought broom gods is usually with those bamboo stalks, and they would buff the I think they would actually buff the broom god or something. Also, I didn't have any slashing weapons when I fought them, so it was not fun. So I don't think they have any elemental weaknesses either. Oh yeah, cross-acute. That move usually kills my guys. Or at least kills casters. More of these guys. Sorry, it's shifting my chair. Alright, Alice and Rainbow leveled Aether Spray. I don't know what that is. Increases light land power. Oh, that's neat. This level can definitely be annoying if you didn't take time to level up your other characters, but overall it's pretty fun to be able to use all your characters. Probably bamboo from that. Yep, bamboo. Alright, looks like we found another entrance. Along with more of these guys. Alright. yeah, that's fine. What I'll do is buff everyone's physical defense. Then I can just auto attack. I didn't want to use Petuloy's MP if I don't need to. Alright, more bamboo that I'm not going to use. I did take a look at the generic weapons as well, and unfortunately there aren't any good ones worth synthesizing, or however you pronounce that. Anyway, usually if you didn't have this little mini-map, you wouldn't know about this spot here. Headshot goggles. So yeah, hidden room. Though not so hidden now. Headshot goggles, accuracy raised by 30. That's actually pretty good. It'll probably be something I'll give Sakia once I actually start using her main weapon. And just quick battle. Atomic Kappa. Oop. There's a broom there. I think also the problem I had with this the B group usually was because I relied so heavily on magic, which I mean you're supposed to, but I did it overly so, to the point where I was just like running out of everything. Rock. And brooms. Alright. Sorry, I kinda just spaced out for a second there. Let's check over here. Yukari! Unfortunately, we don't really have any good skills to actually kill Yukari. Energy Hand. Awesome, I actually killed it. Alright, both of them leveled. And now we're dealing with a full house here. We'll go ahead and fire Chaser. Just in case, I don't want those viruses to be alive. And no worries. Wow. viruses give. Pretty mirrors, apparently. Alright. Chest here, iron. Well. That's what I get for getting thorough, I guess. Alright. Well, let's keep heading down this way. And be on our way. Ooh, hello. I never really used Rainbow much when I originally played this game. I don't know why. I usually, like, in fan-made games, I tend to not want to play, make Rainbow the main character. She gets the spotlight enough in all the other Toho games. That's good. And you're gonna run out of MP at that rate. Or are you? Oh, you're good. Yeah, you can afford it. I mean, once Patchouli runs out of MP, the chasers are useless anyway. There's no holy chaser. Sunei's last word is a mass group buff that buffs everyone's stats. It's pretty much just like Sakia's buff, but maybe not as strong, but it affects the entire party. Just here, magic metal. And now we're inside. And I'm getting some frame rate again. Well, it's about time for me to call it a video anyway. I'm gonna check that outdoor path first before I call it, though. Hello. Gapuin. I believe these things reflect physical attacks, if I remember correctly. Or it could be the other way around. Well, damage net. Well, not much else to say about them. I think they reflect physical. Also, what damage net does is it's like a mass poison field effect. As you saw, everyone took damage at the end of the turn. Silver tray. Damage net again. That wasn't particularly... almost killed it. Didn't kill it. There we go. If I want, I could put Sunei's poison field effect, poison cancellation field effect up if I wanted to cancel out the D-net. But that's not really that important. Oh, and apparently that thing just dodged magic. Does it really reflect? I don't remember. Hard to tell when I keep missing. Alright, there's a lot of side paths apparently, so let's go ahead and call this a video. Oh, that's... okay, that's why I hate these stupid brooms. Assuming it was from the broom. Speedy flight, which is... I mean, it doesn't really matter with magic, but still, I hate that move. Miss, miss, perfect dodge, miss, miss. There we go. Let the healer finish off the battle. That joy leveled, learned Agni Radiance. Multi-target high damage fire attack uses bombs. So it's like Agni Shrine but stronger. And longer cooldown. Alright, let me go ahead and call this a video. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Genius of Sappheiros. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.